Jesus freak here. Am I still stressed out about this morning? Yeah. In a metaphorical sense, let go and let God is still the appropriate solution, I think. Just that I do have a good idea of what's going on. The people handling the situation down in Amsterdam, they know what I've seen, and they're the ones who can do something about it. So it's in their hands. Just like if something were to go seriously wrong in my life, and the appropriate entity to whom to escalate would be God, I'd just say, here's the situation, it's in your hands now. I really gotta try to keep from stressing so much, because it ain't good for someone with a bad heart to be stressed so much. As much as it pains me to say this, sometimes I wish I still had my Advent script. I haven't relied on Ativan in 20 some odd years. And it's something like, I really didn't want to have to rely on that. But sometimes it's like, sometimes you just need to get brought down from the ledge. Been monitoring my emails to see if something comes in from Amsterdam, and my friend is the one who's actually, directly paying, and then I pay him back for it. Is talking to me about the situation too. He's located in Belgium. So, it's like, I've done everything I can. It's not easy to try to figure out what's going on from halfway around the world. But at least I have some experience with failing computers, and I know how they act when they start failing. In fact, I've had two other servers that I had for a long time. I still have one of them. The one had one hard drive failure, and the other one had two hard drive failures some years apart. And I've had hard drive failures on my own systems. And since it's the same operating system I run on my main computer, it's like, yeah, I know what happens when, this goes wrong. And I've had similar issues on my own computers with memory failures. So it's like, yeah, based on the symptoms, I'm going to say this is what I think it is. But then, this is when I have to metaphorically let go and let God. I guess to some extent I have to literally let go and let God too, because, like I said, I get a bad heart. It's not productive for me to stress about things I have no control over. Equipment fails. I run my computers for half a decade or more because I can't really afford to replace them. Fortunately, it's not the end of the world. I have multiple servers. There is one thing that apparently isn't being backed up. That's the chat network's password file. Since I don't think it's a hard drive problem, I don't think it's going to get to a point where they have to replace the hard drive and blow that stuff away. Yeah, my email stopped working because it's on that system. Little poking and prodding, and I put an email server on another machine. Took me maybe about 10 minutes. Yeah, it's not the best situation, but I've dealt with worse. So, yeah, I'm feeling stressed. But it's like, yeah, it happens. There's nothing I can do about it, so I'm trying to calm myself down. My friend said, she gets her food stamps today because of the situation that held it up, and I got my food stamps on Monday. So she said, you want to get out of the house? Heaven knows you need to. So, yeah, why not? Hit save a lot, picked up a couple grocery bags of stuff. And yeah, getting out of the house is a good thing. I did warn her that I was on edge. Because I'm snappier when I'm agitated. I warned my cat that I was on edge too, but she doesn't understand. Like, am I going to be a bit more irritable? Yeah. But I'm also trying to reassure her that it's not because of her. She's not the reason I'm irritable. She didn't do nothing to hurt me. And honestly, anytime she has hurt me, it was never intentional. Ugh. Definitely feeling a bit out of it right now. Jesus, freak out.